Welcome to Explore Travel TV. My name is David and it is the next day. This is the third day of our Virgin Voyage cruise on the Scarlet Lady. And today we are in Cozumel, the island of Cozumel in Mexico. Now, I don't have any excursions planned. I didn't plan any of that kind of stuff, but there is, I found out online through YouTube and all that, I found out there's a place called Mr Sancho's, and it's an all-inclusive beach resort. So it's on the beach. You get drinks, you get food, and it's like $60, so that's pretty cool. I had to take a taxi ride out there. There's no transportation from the ship to there. You have to get your taxi kind of stuff, so I'm going to hopefully try to find somebody who's going there as well and maybe tag along with them. But either way, it's like $17 to $20 to get out there and then back. And again, the Mr Sancho's is only $60 for the whole day. And they do have things that you can pay extra for, of course, like jet skis and parasailing, snorkeling. They have like a little water park. You can go play on these big water, not water slides, but like big inflatable things in the middle of the water that you can go climb on or whatever. I actually want to go and do some relaxing, but I'm going to try to get out there to this place called Mr Sancho's. And they have the pool and music and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna hopefully, if I make it off the ship, I'm in my room right now. I just got up. I'm planning on trying to get out there soon so I can get out there to do it. So that's what we will be doing today. And then tonight we have a nice dinner planned at the Gungbei, which is the Korean barbecue. So that should be fun. And then whatever else we can get into. But anyway, so stay tuned and let's see if we can make it over there to the beach today. Okay, I did make it off the ship, and we have that here behind me. It is warm, and it is humid, and that's what happens here in Mexico. I am touristy out because I got my little sun hat, my sunglasses, and my water shirt on, and all that kind of stuff. So the plan is today is, and I got my coffee. Got to get the coffee. But I'm going to go down to, at the end of the pier, and then through the little port area, which is like a lot of shopping and stuff. We're going to see that. I have to go find a taxi, and then there from the taxi get a trip to Mr Sancho. So let's take a walk down the pier and check it out. Okay, we made it down to the end of the pier. It is a little bit of a walk, but you can see the signs there, and I got a sign over on the other side, so take a look at it. Now this is a port area. Now they do have a lot of shops and all those kinds of stuff. As a tourist, and I've traveled a lot, I usually don't do too much in here. It's kind of cool to look and so forth. Maybe look around here. Everything's going to be more expensive here than away from the port, but you can see some of the things that you may be interested in buying and see if you can find it elsewhere. If you make it back before they close, you can buy it here as a last minute thing before you get on the ship. That way you don't have to carry it around with it either. So there you go, little tip of the day. Let's go check it out. Okay, I did catch a taxi cab, and we're going to go to Mr Sancho's. I hope I can get in because, again, I did not make a reservation. You probably should. It's safer that way, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I'm going to get there, and hopefully they will let me in. If they don't let me in, then I'm going to have to find a taxi back to the ship or figure out some other place to go. So let's cross our fingers and see how this goes. I'm trusting this man. He says he's my new friend, right? Yes, all right. And we're going to give this a try and see how this goes. So we'll be there in it's like, what, 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
About 15 minute drive, give or take some, yeah. But anyways, I'll let you know what happens when we get there. Okay, I made it to Mr Sancho's in Cozumel, and the driver, the first guy, I'm going to give you a little pro tip here. There were some people there by the taxis that were asking where I want to go. I said Mr Sancho's, and they said, you have a reservation? I said, no, I was just going to drop by and get my things. Oh no, you need to have reservations. They fill. There's 4 or 5 cruise lines. They're too big, but they tried to sell me another location. And they said it's a $20 taxi ride, and Mr Sancho's is $65, and but this other place is only $20, and so on and so forth, whatever. Don't believe that. He's trying to sell you his place. I walked up a little further. Another taxi driver came in and said, "Sir, Mr. Where are you going?" I said, "Mr. Sancho's." He says, "No problem." It says $17. I said, "Oh," I said, "I don't have a reservation." He says, "No problem. I'll get you a spot." And we got here, and it was $17 taxi ride. I still gave him 20 bucks, and that's worth it for me. But he also walked me directly into Mr. Sancho's and walked right up to a register. I paid it's only $60, not $65. So the first guy lied to me there again. By having the taxi driver come with me, I asked, does he get something? He says, yes, gas money. So he does get gas money to escort me up there to get the tickets, to get the pass to get in. So I've got the all-inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink. I came out back to the front here. I have my little band, my little blue band. I came back out to the front because I want to show you they actually have horses here. They have four-wheelers here. You can rent also jet skis. You can do parasailing. You can rent, there's kayaks to use and all kinds of stuff. Tons of things. I'm not doing the little water park thing because I'm not going to be jumping on those things, but I wanted to show you around a little bit first. Then we'll go in and check out the food and all that other stuff. So let's take a look around. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff to do here. There's actually a lot of people as well. So I probably would say make a reservation if you haven't yet and you're coming on a very popular time like this. Again, all these ships are in the port at the same time. I think I'm going to go ahead. It's getting hot and sweaty, very humid. I'm going to go ahead and find a place to sit. Going to get me some food, get me a cocktail, and then figure out what else I'm going to do. Maybe dip my toes in the water. So let's go check it out. Okay, I found a place to sit here. It's actually inside their little cabana thing, restaurant type stuff. It's actually not out there on the beach. They do have tables and chairs out there, but you really got to come early to make sure you get those. But I'm going to show you some photos here of the menu. You can order off the menu, or you can go to the buffet and grab food. The menu stuff does take a little longer. If you are hungry now, you go up and grab whatever the heck you want. And I'm drinking a, what did I get? I did get a Blue Sea. And that's a pina colada, blue carousel, melon liqueur, coconut rum, mango liqueur, pineapple juice. Tastes really good. It doesn't taste really strong, but it's pretty good. So we'll see when the food comes. Oh, and also water. They give you water, bottled water, all included. Definitely get your water. Okay, I got my food. Check it out. Look at that. So I got their coconut shrimp because everybody said it's awesome, and I got shrimp tacos. I want some shrimp. I like shrimp. I love seafood. That's what I'm having, so let's give it a try. Coconut shrimp is breaded. It looks like there's some sauce of some kind. Okay, that's good. It's a sweet sauce, like a mango sauce or something like that. Very, very nice. Now let's try the shrimp tacos. That's good. There's lots of shrimp. There's some like onion, cilantro. Not spicy at all. Looks like they have a side of pico de gallo stuff if you want it. And you can probably get hot sauce and that kind of stuff. I don't do spicy, so wow, this is good. This is great. Now I got a new drink. It's a Cozumel Breeze. It usually comes with vodka, but I've been kind of drinking rum, so I want to stay with rum, and I like rum, so they made it with rum. So normally it's vodka, coconut rum, lemon juice, and Sprite. So it's kind of like a lemonade, like a spiked lemonade. A little coconut. That's refreshing. It's not too sweet. Like the blue one. The blue one's really, really sweet. So if you like sweet stuff, you definitely can do that. This one's not real sweet, and it doesn't taste really strong, so they probably just put a couple dribbles of rum. I'm not watching them do it, so I don't know how much rum they're putting in it. Probably not too much. But it's refreshing. And remember, it's all you can eat, all you can drink. I'm starting with this. We'll see what else. I'm going to go for a swim here probably later. But cheers. Okay, here's something really cool. Again, I am here by myself today, and I was eating, and the staff is super, super friendly here at Mr. Sancho's. And one of the gentlemen who is a supervisor, he saw my camera up, and I was talking to him and told him that I have my YouTube channel and all that. And he says, you know, I have a table for you, sir. And I am here. I'm going to show you this right here. And there's the water. It's actually a reserved table for a romantic couple, whatever, but they're not here yet when they were supposed to. He says I can stay here until they come. Then, of course, he has to take the table for that. So that was super, super cool that he did that for me here. They also do have lockers because I'm by myself, so I have my bag and some camera gear, my phone and stuff that I don't want to take into the water with me, but I can take this camera in. It is a waterproof camera. So I can rent a locker or use a locker for free. It's a $10 deposit, but you get that back when you turn the key in. So I will probably go do that. I will put my bag and all my stuff into the locker. That way I can go into the water, which again you saw over here. I'll take a look. It is a beautiful day, slightly overcast. It's sunny, it's warm.
And you spot? Oh my God, I thought it was a shark.
A shark. Baby shark. Baby shark. Okay, I am pretty much done here at Mr. Sancho's. It actually is a really good time, a good place. One thing with the Virgin Voyages is we actually don't have to be on the ship until like 8:30. This place closes at 5, but I think all the other ships leave a lot earlier because I'm going to show you here now. There's nobody. There's very, very, very little people here except for probably some of us that either are staying on the island or that are on the Virgin Voyage there. So lots of spaces available, but very, very good time here. The staff is very attentive. We got plenty of drinks and plenty of food. Anything you need. The water is awesome. We had such a beautiful day here. Mr. Sancho's. Would I come here again? Definitely a yes. And also one of the guys told me there was about 400 people here today at the max section of it. So I'm going to go back and we're going to see what else we can do today on the ship. I don't have any plans other than dinner time. We're supposed to do the Gumbay Korean barbecue thing, so we're supposed to be doing that tonight, and then we'll figure out what kind of show I can get into after that. But anyways, this is it for the Mr. Sancho's. Okay, I got back from the Mr. Sancho's thing, and I actually took a nice shower and a nap because I was tired and had a few drinks and some food and all that stuff there, so I was really exhausted. And my roommate here, John, as you may have met before, actually was on a long excursion to Chichen Itza, and it was like a 9-hour plus excursion. Well, he hasn't gotten back yet, and we had dinner reservations for the gumbe, which is the Korean barbecue kind of thing, and it got canceled because we missed it already. It was supposed to be 7:15 and whatnot. I decided to just come on up to the galley where I'm gonna get a cheeseburger. You know, that's the thing, is there's always food someplace. So if you can't get into a dinner reservation or you can't make it, not a problem, because you can always find food somewhere, somehow. Now, some of the options are limited, like their taco place is not open for dinner, which I thought was kind of weird. Their noodles stuff is open like after 10 p.m. So they have some really weird hours. So you can take a look at their little schedule when you're on your app or whatever, and it tells you what places are open and available for dinner and breakfast and lunch and the times and so forth. So it is very varied. You know, not everything is open at the same time. And so you want to check that. If you have your heart set on the poke bowl, well, it's only like 12 to 5 or something like that. Very limited in some areas, but some are open 24 hours. So I'm going to get myself a cheeseburger and then try to sneak into the show, called Dual Reality tonight. It's on at 9 o'clock. We, of course, didn't get our reservations in for that, so I'm going to go and get in a standby line to try that. And then from there, figure out what else to do. So just a little dinner update for the day, but the day was so good. It was so much fun at Mr. Sancho's. I'm exhausted. I probably could have slept for the rest of the night, but you can't do that. You're on a ship. You got to explore and you got to do some things. So here I am going to eat, and we're going to go and see what I can get into. Okay, here's another little pro tip for us cruising. When you get off in port, you got to make sure that your phone is set not to automatically update to the time zone, and stick on the ship time, which mine was all the way for a long time. I get on the ship and I did my thing. I took my little nap and all that, and got up and figured, okay, well, there's a show here at the Red Room. That's this one right over here, the Dual Reality. It's at 9 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I can go get a bite to eat. I got plenty of time. It's only 8 o'clock. I could do that, get some food, everything there, make it down here a little bit ahead of time so I can try to get in line. And I found out that my clock on my cell phone was actually the wrong time. It was an hour earlier. It's been an hour later now, and so of course I missed the show, and it's all closed up and locked up now. So they do this show again another night. I think it's tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make that, but it's also at the same time we usually have dinner reservations, so I may be missing some of these shows. I'm gonna have to take a cruise here several times just to make sure you hit everything, because it's like almost impossible to get everything in on one 5-day cruise. But little pro tip there for you: make sure your clock is set correctly and not automated. Just have it set manually, and then you might not miss a show when you get off a ship and on a ship. So now I gotta go find something to do. There's really nothing else. The show at 10 o'clock tonight, which I do have time for, is one that I've already seen. It was the one NSA that I saw yesterday. And if you haven't seen the video for that, definitely go ahead and take a look at my videos from yesterday. You can see a little bit about it. It was one of those things we can't show a lot of, though, but because NSA stands for Never Sleep Alone, it's an adult-themed show for sure. But anyways, missed out on that. Now I'm going to go find something to do for the rest of the night, I guess. Okay, it is once again the day after when I'm finishing up the video from yesterday, because you get in late, I'm tired and I don't want to do it. So we're the next morning, but I'm going to finish up this video here first. As you saw, all my Mr. Sancho's stuff was very fun, very good. I had a really good time, and you've seen all those videos of that. Now, my buddy John here did something different. Kind of a quick, brief overview of what you did, and like as we talked privately off camera, how it can be good for people that want to go on the trip.
Oh, absolutely. I chose the ship excursion that took us to Chichen Itza into a local cenote, and then it included lunch as well, and then we came back to the ship. The excursion was a long excursion. They quoted a 9-hour excursion, which actually turned into 12 hours.
Yeah, by the time you have to get off the ship and get onto another place, and then the shuttles and all that stuff, right?
We were the very last excursion to get back, and thank God the ship doesn't leave without you when you take a ship-sponsored excursion. That's a big tip there.
There you go.
One of the things about Chichen Itza, though, the reason why it was such a long excursion is because it was really far away from the Cozumel port. You know, you had to take a ferry into Playa del Carmen, and then take a 2.5-hour bus ride to Chichen Itza, and you have to duplicate that coming back. Consequently, it's very fast pace through the whole time. There's really no time for shopping or anything like that. You're very strict to the confinements of the excursion. That being said, here are some tips. You'll definitely want to eat breakfast before you take the excursion. That aren't necessarily mentioned in the excursion brochure is to bring a pair of swimsuits, because the cenote is absolutely beautiful and refreshing when you've been sweating all day.
And do they give you time? They give you a little time to swim.
A little bit of time, yeah, a little bit of time. So basically, after all this driving around and stuff, once you get to the park, Chichen Itza or the cenote, they give you about an hour, hour and a half to look around. You get more private time at the cenote because lunch is included, and you're able to recoup and regroup. But absolutely, they give you some time to jump in there, and they also do provide those necessities available to you. Like if you needed sunscreen, or if you forgot your swimsuit or something like that, they do provide those there as well, but only if you bring cash. It was very difficult to find time to grab an ATM or to do any of that beforehand, and even on the fly, they don't take credit cards most anywhere that we went to, and it was inconvenient, to say the least.
So, breakfast first. Bring snacks, extra water if you can. Now, they don't have bottled water here on the ship, so you do need to bring your own bottle. Good to maybe bring a collapsible or an empty bottle with you. I would do that usually when flying, too, because you can't get into the thing and you fill it up. But patience, a lot of patience. It's like you said, it's a long day.
It's a long day.
Yeah.
They do conveniently sell bottles for fill-up here on the ship. So
the ship bottles. That's true. You get that. So that kind of wraps up yesterday's adventures of that. Today is going to be another show. So let's go to the next video. And remember, life is short, so travel more. And hit the subscribe and like and all that stuff. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.